Hello, my name is Beth Gaines, and I'm the Communications Coordinator for the Red Angus Association of America. Thanks for joining us. Today, we'd like to visit with you about the new upcoming rule requiring all sires used in 2017 to have DNA on file with the Red Angus Association of America. Today, Hala Fife, DNA Program Coordinator, is going to join me, and we're going to talk about a little bit what this means to you and your ranch. Hala?
Hi, guys. So like Beth said, we are going to go over the postcard that you should have received in the mail. What it is regarding is our new rule that was actually approved in June of 2015, but this affects the calves that are born in 2017. And so this is why you are just now getting a notification that DNA testing does need to be done, is because it is fast approaching. And so what Beth and I are going to go over is what is stated on the card, and then some frequently asked questions that we are getting to hopefully answer these for you guys, so you don't have to call in and email back and forth and whatnot. So what the card states, the beginning of it just states the actual rule. It's the first sentence. And beginning with the 2017 calf crop, all bulls that are the source of natural mating must have a DNA verification on file with the RAA. So what that means is that any bull that you will be breeding cows with here in 2016, which will have a calf crop registered and born in 2017, the bulls being used will have to have a sample on file with the association for parentage. This doesn't mean the calf crop, it means the bulls. So for some ranches, it could be upwards of 20. For the smaller guys, it could mean 1 or 2.
Very good, Hala. I appreciate you giving us that explanation and kind of an overview of where we're going with that. But I know that it is a new rule, and it has created a little bit of confusion. So, kind of going through this process, when I'm sending in my DNA form, what test do I mark to complete the requirement of a sample to meet this requirement to have a file on my sires?
So, Beth, I have here the DNA order form. That is sent with the test kits when they are requested in the mail. And you'll see here on the order form, you're going to mark parentage -SNP as the test that needs to be completed. We do have to have that marked for it to be completed. It's just a legal matter that we have to do. We never assume anything that comes in this office. We want to be as accurate as possible. So definitely make sure that you're marking the parentage box, like I said, and then also make sure that the registration number is written down on the order form so that we can make sure that it is appropriately documented in the database, so that your calves are not going to go on hold when you try to register them.
Very good. So as long as they provide the registration number and check the appropriate box that you are requesting a parentage test, that will meet the requirement.
Yes, ma'am.
Will I be required to test my calf crop? I know you've addressed this, but just to be clear, I'm not going to have to draw blood on all my calves, am I?
No, ma'am. This is only for the bulls that you'll be using. Now, you do have the option to test your calf crop if you so desire, but it is not required for you to do so.
Can I test other breeds with Red Angus to be on file for my calf crop?
Yes, you can. And like I said, on the order form, going back to it, what you're going to want to do, where the registration number is, make sure that you put the appropriate breed abbreviation. So for Simmental, I would use the letters USM and then that breed association number. And this just makes sure that we get everything documented as well in the database accordingly.
Very good. Document, document, document. What happens in the process if I don't have a sample on file for my sires?
If you don't have a sample on file for your sires, what's going to happen is when you register those calves, they're going to go what we call on hold, or Z status. And when an animal is on a Z status, you cannot transfer that animal, you can't transfer it, and you cannot register offspring if that animal becomes a parent.
Very good. What if extenuating circumstances happen and I'm not able to obtain any samples for a sire that I've used.
We understand that issues do happen, and so we do have rules in place in the breeder's guide that address this issue, and so we do have some additional paperwork that has to be filled out, such as an affidavit just stating why you were not able to obtain the sample, and we can waive that parentage so your calves can be registered. Now, we do handle this on a case-by-case basis. No situation is the same, so make sure that you document everything accordingly as well.
If I'm considering purchasing a group of bred females, what steps do I need to take to make sure that I'm in compliance with this rule?
What I would do is I would make sure that, one, either the sire is on file with us before you purchase that female, or when you are purchasing that female, talk to the producer about it and say, hey, can I get a sample on file for this, or do you already have one collected that you will be submitting?
Very good. Well, it sounds like that there are some things to consider. If I'm ready now to obtain my DNA samples, what kind of tests would you recommend for the best results?
So the sample type, I would recommend blood. Now, I do have 2 cards here. The test kits are provided to you at no cost. This is what the hair card looks like. What you'll do is you collect the hair sample, peel this back here, and you place that hair sample inside between the 2, and then close it so that the hair will not fall out, and then send that in. There is some higher failure rate with hair just due to feces and dirt contamination. So I would actually prefer or recommend that you use the blood sample card, which looks like so. What you'll do is you'll either prick the main vein in the ear, or you can cut it with a knife so that it bleeds, or you can bleed from the tail head. Let the blood drop onto this card within this circle. Make sure that there's plenty to use and that it is clean. And then you can let it dry. It's very important to let it dry. Don't stack cards on top of each other as well that are wet. It can cause a contamination. And then just fill out the front with the registration number or the animal ID that matches the DNA order form. Same for the hair card, same exact thing. Make sure that they are labeled and that they can be cross-referenced, and then send those back to the office. You can also use a semen sample or a tissue sample. If you are collecting a tissue sample, we prefer that you use the Allflex. It's similar to a tagger. You would just clamp it down, and the sample is collected into a tube with a liquid desiccant that preserves the sample.
Very good. So blood is your first preference, but there are other options available if that better meets the need of your operation.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to be requesting some other tests. Do the GGP-LD and the GGP-HD products meet the parentage requirements as required?
They do. The parentage is included in that product, and so would more than cover the parentage requirement for your bulls.
Very good. Thanks for visiting with us a little bit this afternoon, Hala, and explaining some of these questions or answers and providing more information as to what ranches are going to be expected to provide to meet this new requirement going forth in 2017.
No problem. I hope you guys have a great day.
Very good. Join us again next time. We'll be bringing you more information from the Red Angus Association of America. Have a good day.